the SEC on ABC theme music got released. Now, the SEC on CBS was an institution, but now the SEC is exclusively partnered with ESPN and ABC, so you had to have new theme music, right? So this got released this morning. Now, it would not be right, it would not be ethical of me to talk about this without letting you hear it. So as soon as those games come on the air, you used to hear one thing, dun, 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 that you will not hear anymore. But you will hear this. Roll it, Colin. First takeaways, not terrible, not terrible. Some of you complain when the sun comes up in the morning because it's late. It's not terrible. It's not the worst thing that we've ever heard. So let me at least tell you I'm not on the ledge with this. However, there is a great conflict. In the world of college football theme making, there's a great conflict. The people who do this stuff are the best in the world. I mean, ESPN's got the best in the world doing what they do. And the problem is they're the best in the world at doing what they do. Well, that sounds hypocritical, Josh. What are you talking about? I mean this. The best in the world at design, the best in the world in the creative lane are the best because they understand how to innovate. They understand how to create and how to debut and how to peel the layers back and how to bring forth new creation that wasn't there before. And that is the antithesis of what college football themes should be. I should have nostalgia smacking me in the face. Tradition and the feel of it should drip off of a college football theme. So what they did here is they went back in time. I got to give them credit. They had the right idea. Their heart's in the right place. They went back in time and they took what I believe is either the ESPN or ABC college football theme from the early 2000s, kinda. But then they local newsed it up. They sort of synthesized it, because if you got that creative gene, it is not in your nature to pluck something from the past and use it. Because by the very definition of your creative gene, something that was cannot be the future as well. That is, of course, not the case. There are some things that were perfectly fine in the past. I would argue little shark bites, those fruit gummies from the 90s, should never have been scrapped. I mean, where in the world is Count Chocula? We never should have done away with some of these things, but we did. They've done away with some great college football themes, and we kind of brought one back here, but we just had to add a little local news flavor in it. We had to synthesize it a little bit. I don't know what the process is up there creatively, and I got a ton of respect for these folks. They know what they're doing. I would never know where to start on this sort of thing. But I know when it sounds good, and I know when it sounds great. And this just sounded kind of good to me. It's the SEC on ABC, so it should wow me. It should floor me. And instead, I just kind of went, oh, okay. No, I guess that's what we're rolling with then. Now, I like I said, I don't know what the process is. It really surprises me if they don't do this. It really surprises me they don't crowdsource this. You shouldn't really overthink the room. I mean, you are playing to appease your audience. Why not seek audience input? I do it all the time. I mean, we're about to name our tour this fall. I in the spring, I go ask the audience what they want. It's foolproof because they'll tell you. They'll be straight with you. How do you not just develop 3 themes in-house and let the public debate it? Just have at it. That's how I would have called the shot. The SEC on CBS will never be topped. That theme music is like trying to outlive Methuselah. You will never top the SEC on CBS theme music. But what you could have done is you could have gotten in your own bag and realized, hey, there was a time in the mid-2000s where we weren't half bad either on this front. And I want to also leave you with this. I think as I was doing my research today, there is one piece of theme music that has totally been forgotten to history. Even like college football nut jobs like us have forgotten that Fox had the BCS for a while in the late 2000s. And the reason you've forgotten that is because Fox was terrible at presenting the BCS championship game. It felt like an NFL broadcast. They even used that little animated robot, Cletus, whatever it's called. It reeked of taking the Sunday crews and just having them do Saturday work for a little while. However, Fox has gotten a lot better in the college football department, first off. But secondly, Fox kind of sort of secretly killed it with their BCS theme music. It sounds like someone took the USC fight song, mixed in a little Phil Collins, and said, pretend like it's the movie 300 going into a battle scene. That was kind of the BCS on Fox theme. So anyway, there's a lot of good theme music on the scrap heap. This is one area you don't need to innovate. You just need to recreate. You don't need to innovate. But that's what we're rolling with, the SEC on ABC, and none of us can say boo.